Hey guys, welcome to the 2 a.m. pipe on a patio. Today I'm smoking my Claudio Cavicchi Billiard, beautiful pipe. And in it I'm smoking some Gawith and Hogarth Dark Bird's Eye. Man, that's some delicious stuff. And I'm wearing my special smoking hat. It was sent to me by Dale Piper. It's getting cold enough now where I can wear this hat again. We love this hat. It's a beautiful, crispy day today here in Virginia, Southwest Virginia. It's been really cool. I have an app for my phone where I can, it's called the Merlin Bird ID. And you can set it to record, and it will record the birds around you and ID them. And it's been really cool. I'm addicted to that thing now. But I love listening to the birds, but it's neat to find out what bird the birds are that you're hearing. And it's been really neat. We have some herons and actually a swan. We have a swan around here. And a lot of like Carolina chickadees and sparrows and 2 different kinds of woodpeckers and 2 different kinds of herons. Several different species of sparrows. Some warblers. A couple different species of warblers. But it is so cool. Every once in a while you get something really, really odd come up, and I had a hummingbird the other day, which was odd because I haven't seen many hummingbirds lately, but I had a hummingbird come up, and then you can click on that. After you're done recording, you can click on the bird that it identified, and it'll give you their several different of their calls, their songs, their fight song. You can hear all these different recordings of them, and so it helps you to identify the birds that you're here that are in your area. And it's been really neat because I can identify a lot of these birds now, and it's an awesome app for the iPhone. I don't know if it's available on any of the other ones, but it's through one of the colleges, through one of the universities, and it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And you download the pack for where you live. Like if you, like, we live in the southeast, so I downloaded the southeast pack so that it can identify the birds that live in the southeast United States. And the American crow is another one that it identifies, and the eastern screech owl it has identified. The mute swan was one that it identified, which was really neat. And then you can hear what it sounds like, and you can think, I've been hearing that, and I had no idea that was a swan. I thought it was a toad or something, but it's pretty neat. And so we get a lot of birds because of the river that's around us. That was a Carolina chickadee right there. He's up here at the bird feeder right in front of me. But it's just a cool app, man. And bluebirds, we got the bluebirds, of course, and blue jays. Blue jays are the main ones we get around here that make noise. Mockingbirds. Egrets, we've got egrets. But it's been neat to like when I'm sitting out here smoking my pipe, I'll just press that button and let it record, and it just you'll see the birds popping up, and then I can, every time they sing, it lights up that bird on the list so that you can hear it and identify it. Cool app. So if you have an iPhone, you might want to check that out. The Merlin Bird ID. If you're into, listening to birds, and want to know what birds you're hearing. But it's got the entire world pretty much. You can download, if you're in Ethiopia or wherever you're at, you can download birds from that area, and it'll identify the birds in that area for you. So yesterday, because I was getting some birds that it would identify the birds, but it wouldn't have like the pictures, or you couldn't hear the sounds of them. So I downloaded the entire United States and Canada, and all of a sudden it had the pictures and the sounds of those birds that it had identified, but I couldn't hear what they sounded like. Once I did the whole United States and Canada, they were either transitory birds or whatever, but they were it identified them, and I could hear their sounds, and it's pretty neat. But I'll get up in the morning, we'll have our window open. I'll get up in the morning, wake up early, and just hit that record button, and it'll pick up the birds outside the window. So I'm listening to the birds chirping in the morning. I'll see who's out there, or what's out there, what I'm hearing. Yeah, I know, I'm weird. I'm a weirdo. I love birds. I love nature. And the singing of the birds, that was something in California we didn't get a lot of. It's very, very rare we got, birds singing in our neighborhood. We'd get doves. I had all kinds of doves, and the doves hung out with me all the time on the porch. And we got mockingbirds and hummingbirds. and a couple little small birds every once in a while, but we didn't get the kind of birds like we get here. I mean, here we've got the cardinals and blue jays and robins and all these other birds, and so it's kind of neat to see all the different birds that I'm hearing out here, you know. And with the mute swan was just I never expected to hear a swan, you know. But we've got this big open space behind us here, and there's all kinds of birds down there, and then we got the river just 3 blocks away. It's no wonder we get all these birds, but and I try and keep the feeders filled, and but anyway, absolutely gorgeous day here. Nice and cool. Fall has come. My oak tree is shedding its leaves. It seems to be the first one to shed its leaves every year of all my trees. The black walnut tree is shedding all its walnuts. Which the deer seem to enjoy. So my next door neighbors, they come over and gather up the walnuts, and they'll put them on their front lawn so the deer will come over and eat on their front lawn so they can watch the deer, which is totally fine with me. And those black walnuts are impossible to shell and get the, they have like a green, almost looks like a lime. I thought they were a fruit when we first moved in here, but it looks like a lime, and they fall off the, and you just shuck that green covering off of it. And they said the best way to do it is to throw them down on gravel and run your car over them. And then you can get the shell out of them and crack them like a regular walnut. This is almost impossible to get the green covering off of them. Guys were showing machines they made to shuck them, and but it's a tough covering, man. Hope that was better, David. Hope it wasn't like the floodgates at the dam. So went down yesterday to went to Bedford, Virginia yesterday. Picked up a Lazy Boy for my music room, which I just absolutely loved. It was a 1970s tweed Lazy Boy, which my wife forbade me to put anywhere but in the music room. And so we were gone for quite a while yesterday, and most of the day we were gone yesterday, and today Sadie and her fiance are going to be moving some furniture over here from his grandmother, for their first house, apartment, whatever. They're bringing some of her furniture over here. Some of it will be going down in my music room as well. Couch, love seat. Which is fine, I can use that. Till they get married. They'll have some other furniture which we'll be storing out in the barn, and tables and chairs and wood stuff that, won't get ruined being out there. So we'll be moving stuff in and out here today. That's why I'm getting an early start out here this morning. But I'm hoping it doesn't rain on them too much. It's kind of looking overcast today, but I'm hoping this will all burn off. I'm hoping to get my music room all done this week, set up the way I want it, and I gotta wait till I find out what they're bringing over, where we're gonna put everything, and then I'll work my music room around the furniture they bring in. And I have some of my music stuff is in the actual basement. My amps and stuff is down there. It's all in cases and stuff, so flight cases. So it's down in the basement right now anyway, so if I have to leave it in there for a while more, that's no big deal. My big amps. all my guitars and stuff are, you know, upstairs right now. So because we had McKinley's friend living down in where my music room was. My little amps are upstairs, my smaller amps. Got my stereo speakers downstairs now, so I'll get those hooked up today. I probably need to get some longer speaker wire because I have a feeling I'm going to need to move those from where I had planned to have them. And I'll probably run those up into the ceiling and down where I'm going to wind up putting them, coming down the walls, rather than running them along the floor. Run the wires up the wall into the ceiling, and then since it's all drop ceiling down there, it'll be super easy to do. And I don't have wires all around the floors and stuff, so I gotta figure out where I can get. I guess Best Buy, someplace like that, would probably have speaker wire. I used to get all that stuff at Radio Shack. Those aren't around anymore. Anyway, that's what's going on here. I will catch y'all later. We're going to be busy today. And we will catch y'all later. Maybe I'll do a video tonight, let you know how everything went. Catch y'all later. God bless.